Have you always felt like an outcast? Like you don't fit into this world? Like somehow that you don't belong? That you're so different to everyone else? This is actually a really good thing. We're here to be authentic. We're here to own our uniqueness. But sometimes that can feel very uncomfortable because everyone seems to be against us. This is it. We don't really fit into this world, but this is the thing. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? If you don't fit into this world, it means you were born to create a new one. This is why it's so important to own your uniqueness. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. This is the thing. From day one, from the moment we were born, we feel shunned. We feel like that we're not the same as everyone else. We feel so different. We just don't feel comfortable with the people that are in our surroundings. And this can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. It can feel like, what's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Why am I so different to this world and to everyone in it? But this is so important. You're different because you're here to make a change. You're different to change the norm. The norm. What is fucking normal? What's normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. There is no such thing as normal. I used to always say this. Who's to say I'm the abnormal one and they're the normal ones? Are they not the abnormal ones? And am I not the normal one? And I don't like using those terms. So I'm just, it's just something I used to live by because I felt so different. And I don't want to fit in. I've never wanted to fit in because everyone is the fucking same. And I did the witch wound, persecution wound video last week. And guess what? Ever since I did that, I had a massive psychic attack against me. I had more persecution. I could hear the noise of everyone around me, energetically, saying, who is she to think she belongs in this community? Why, she doesn't fit in here. She doesn't belong here. I can hear it. I can fucking hear it. These people don't have to say these things out loud, but I can fucking hear it. I can hear that persecution coming in again and again, especially since I did that fucking video. It was so loud. This whole week, I have been energetically attacked. And it was only when I went out to the woods yesterday and I went for a walk and I had a massive conversation with myself. And I dug up everything and I realised where it was all coming from. And I did an energy clearing last night and I feel so much better. I'm protected now. But that's the thing. This is it. For generations, for fucking lifetimes, we have been ridiculed. We have been the ones that are weird or different. I fucking love being weird. I watched the documentary of Woodstock and this really resonated with me. My whole life I've resonated with the word freak. And in the video, we call them hippies. They're just, that's what they call them. The fun-loving, sex-loving, rock and roll and all that kind of stuff. But they were interviewed and it's like, what do you call yourselves? Oh, we're the freaks. We're the freaks. What are you calling yourselves that for? We don't call ourselves that. You do. And it's just like, but we were okay with that because we like being different. We own that. We're okay with that. And that's the thing. I've always, and I know I was at Woodstock in a past life. I know I was. But that's the thing. I've always resonated with the word freak, crazy, weird, and I fucking love it. But this whole week, since I did that witch wound video, I've been having people's voices in my head going, you don't belong here. You don't fit in. Your voice doesn't matter. And it's just like, fuck off. Yes, it does. Excuse me. And this is another thing, my appearance as well. And the way I speak, I curse a lot. Doesn't mean I'm any less of an intelligent person. Doesn't mean that I'm not as kind as everyone else. Just because I curse does not make me a bad person. Just because I have piercings, tattoos, and a shaved side of my head doesn't mean I'm a bad fucking person. It means that I do not want to follow the fucking trend. I've never wanted to follow the trend. And this is so important. Why would you want to look like everyone else? Why? Why would you want to be like, whoa, why I am a unicorn for a fucking reason. You will not find anyone like me. And I do not want to find anyone like me because I love being different. But this whole week I've been getting energetically attacked. I can hear the fucking noise of people's thoughts saying, who's she to say this? Who's she to belong in this community? Who's she? She doesn't belong here. You know what I mean? And all this shit. And I'm like, your jealousy is only going to come back on you. When you speak ill of anyone, whether it's out loud or in your head, that's going to revert back to you. that energetic attack is not going to penetrate me because I'm divinely fucking protected, because I own my authenticity. I'm not here trying to be in competition with anyone. Maybe you are, but I'm not. You know, I'm here to own my, and this is the whole point of being different. I'm here to change how people see things. You know, and like, you know, I have a friend of mine, and like he accepts me as I am, but he's older, and he said it a couple of times on the phone about my videos. He's like, you know, your piercings, I suppose they're okay. And in other words, he's inadvertently saying you should take out your piercings. I'm like, I'm here to show that no matter what a person looks like or how a person speaks, doesn't mean that I'm not pure of heart. Doesn't mean that I don't have intelligence or guidance or experience that I can help another person. You know what I mean? Don't judge people on their appearance. Don't judge people because they're different. You know, and a lot of the times when we're judged, it's because we're triggering a person's shadow. And when you don't live in your authenticity, when you don't live your true soul's path, you're going to get triggered by somebody who is authentic because you're hiding those parts of yourself. And this is it. So like, you know, anytime anyone is going against you, think of it this way. It's because you're shining so brightly that they want to shine as well. But because they're not owning their shit, they're going to fucking hate on you. And this is why for our whole lives, we felt like we didn't fit in. That we, you know, don't belong in this world. But this is it. We're the black sheep. We are the black sheep of this world. Actually, no, I like to call it rainbow sheep now because I'm full of colour. I used to wear black clothes all the time. So being the black sheep was something I loved. But I'm actually the rainbow sheep. Because you know why? I'm just full of all the colours of the fucking rainbow. Actually, I have a quote here. I had these quotes written down already. But like the black sheep quote is very resonant. Most black sheep of the family become self-healers, break generational curses, fear, guilt, and shame, and start their own lineage. And this is what we're doing. We're here to fucking change this old matrix system. We're here to break people out of this shit. Like, you know, this the thing of wearing a suit, this bugs me. Why do I need to put on a blazer or a fucking suit for somebody to fucking trust what I say? It's bullshit. And I said this before, like, you know, just because somebody has a logo on their uniform does not mean they're a better worker. It just means that they went off and got a logo put on their fucking t-shirt. You know, and I'm not dissing companies that do that. I'm not saying that their work is shit. I'm just saying I've seen the best workers who don't have the flashy fucking logos. You know what I mean? Your appearance should not reflect on who you are and what you can bring to this world. And oftentimes, us rainbow sheep end up feeling so ridiculed and shunned and shamed by other people that we end up reverting back into this quiet little sheep like fucking mentality. And that's it. My whole life, I was quietened. My whole life, I had no voice. You know, I felt like I wasn't listened to, so therefore I didn't speak. My exes told me to quieten down because they were embarrassed of me. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm never going to be quietened again. But this is going back for generations, lifetimes of being persecuted just because we didn't conform. Witches were women who didn't conform to being slaves to men. Independent women. And we're shunned again. And I've seen this with women in relationships and with children have actually been jealous of my freedom. You can be free in a relationship if you own your authenticity and set the boundaries and marry right. Like, you know, being jealous of somebody when you actually have everything, fix your own shit. Stop sending negative attack to people that you are intimidated by and fix your own stuff. You know, you can't move forward if you're sitting there jealous of somebody else. Own your authenticity and your shadow won't be triggered. It's that simple. But like even and this is the thing with psychic attack and energetic attack. Somebody can think a negative thought about you. And this will actually bring in heavy energy into your life. This will interfere and sabotage things in your life because they're sending you and because they're not fixing their shit, so they're jealous of your shine. And I've seen this with my family members as well. You know what I mean? It's like literally you have an idea and then they kind of shit all over it. And you're like, okay, what? I'm not talking to you again. And then there's other times that they'll bring up your past trauma in order to bring you back down again. It's like, excuse me, this is stuff I healed from. You have no right to speak about that. But this is what they do. This is what these persecutors do. And I've said this before. My narcissists in this life were my fucking burnt me at the stake in my past life. This is a fact. They're the ones that are throwing the first stone. They're the ones that are saying witch. You know, they're the ones that are blacking your name. They're the ones that are saying, oh, she doesn't belong here. And I know this. I can feel this, especially for the last week. You know what? I thought myself, like, you know, oh, maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe it's my own insecurity. I knew my witch wound was being triggered again. And I was like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't belong here. You know, maybe I'm right. Maybe these are my thoughts. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, they're not your fucking thoughts. These are psychic attacks from people who are jealous of your shine. So this is why I'm fucking doing this video. Own your authenticity. Own your weirdness. If you feel different, this is a good thing. If you feel like you don't belong, this is a good thing. This is a brilliant thing. Be different. Own that difference. Own your weirdness. Call me crazy, because being called crazy by people who are still conditioned is actually a fucking compliment. This is it. You know what I mean? I would happily resonate with the word crazy. Call me a crazy unicorn. I love it. That's who I am. And I'm so fucking proud of that. I'm really proud of it. But because of the energetic attack I was feeling since doing that video last week, I was questioning it. I was sitting back in my little quiet sheep corner and going, oh, maybe I shouldn't speak. Maybe I don't belong here. Maybe this community isn't for me. You know, maybe I should just stop talking. No. That was all the energetic attack I was getting from these naysayers, from these witch fucking the stone throwers. What was the quote that I used last week again? People will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them and build a fucking empire. We're building a different way to live. We're showing people that we can be in our authenticity. We can be weird. We can be loud. We can be proud. And we can fucking curse if we want to, and we're still going to be pure of heart. This is it. It's us weird ones that are actually the ones that are pure of heart. We're not the ones that are getting jealous of everyone else, because why would you want to be like everyone else? You know what I mean? Why? It just doesn't make sense. This is about owning our own voices. This is about owning our own truth. This is about owning who we are, and this is about being different. Owning that fucking difference. Owning that. Oh, I love being weird. I love being crazy. And I love being different. I really do. And the more I own my authenticity, the weirder I get. This is it. Like, my crazy gets crazier when I'm happy. My crazy gets crazier when I'm in my authenticity. Because I just love being completely different to everyone else. And with this energetic attack I was getting all week, I was feeling doubtful again, because I could feel my witch wound being triggered. I could feel all that shit coming up again. And I was like, this is not my voice. This feeling of not belonging, that's somebody else saying that. And I can hear your fucking thoughts. You know what I mean? I can hear that. I can feel that. And now I'm divinely protected, because I did an energy clearing, and that's a really good thing to do. If you're feeling energetically attacked by somebody else, if you're getting these voices of feeling like you don't belong, this is not your voice. This is other people. And, you know, you're hearing the thoughts of other people. Because when you own your authenticity, you can actually, you become more empathic. You feel more. And the more I've healed, the more I can feel. The more I can hear what you don't fucking say. I can hear what you're fucking thinking. And this is it. So, you know, I really, all week, I've just known since even when I tried to do a podcast last week, you know, my live, that was energetically attacked. I said that to my friend afterwards. That was a psychic attack after me doing the witch wound video. This is about the witch wound. And it was right. And there's other things that came up this week between the two of us that were witch wound related. They're trying to persecute us for using our fucking voice, because they're fucking jealous, because they're not using their own real one. Anyway, so when you feel like you're being energetically attacked, if you're hearing all those fucking noises from other people that you don't belong and that you don't fit in here, ask Archangel Michael to protect you. Ask him to clear you of any of that energy. Ask him to protect you from any psychic attack. Send it out to the universe and turn it into light. Ask him to protect you in a bubble of white light to stop any other attack from coming in. Do energy clearing meditations. I found a couple online on YouTube. Google psychic attack protection healing meditation, Archangel Michael. You know, those kind of words. This will really help against anyone that is against you or is trying to throw that fucking stone at you. This really does help. Now, I'm going to end with my favorite quote. One of my I love all quotes, actually. I have so many favorites. But this is one of my fucking favorite quotes, and this really explains who we are and what we're trying to do. So here's the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is disagree with them or ignore them because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are usually the ones who do. This is the truth. We see things differently. We're changing the status quo. We don't follow those rules. We've been rebels our whole fucking lives because we do not fit into this world. Why don't we fit in? Because we're trying to create a better one where we all actually fit in, where everyone is allowed to be different. So we're all the same. We're all connected as one, but we're all unique and individual. And that's it. We're all unique and individual, and we're allowed to own that. This is it. Where our differences is what makes us unique, but we're still all intertwined and interconnected. We really are. We are all interconnected. We're all whole together. But if you're shunning other people, that's not wholeness. You're not owning your authenticity if you're jealous of somebody else or if you're trying to ridicule someone else. You know, accept somebody as they are. We're not in competition, people. We're not. We're here to help each other grow. We're here to be each other's cheerleader. You know, if somebody wins, if I win, woo! If somebody else wins, woo! Because I'm fucking winning as well. If I see somebody else winning, that means we're all fucking winning. You know what I mean? Like, if one of us survives, we all survive. That's in Three Body Problem. But it is, if one of us survives, we all survive. We are all fucking winners. So if one of us can climb that ladder, bring the next person up, throw that rope down and bring the next person up. Stop trying to push the person back down. We're not in competition. We're all own our differences. We're not saying the same thing. We're sharing our own uniqueness. So we can't actually, why are we pitting against each other? This is the old shit, like, you know, that old patriarchy, and then the women pitting against each other because we're trying to fight for the top. We're all supposed to get to the top together with our own individuality. You know, how can we be in competition when we're sharing different parts? So stop shitting on other people. You know, I'm obviously not, I'm speaking to the haters here. Haters are going to fucking hate. They really are. And what we need to do as the fucking crazy ones is fuck the haters. Who gives a shit what they think? All that matters is who you are. And once you're true to yourself, that's all that matters. Be you, be weird, be different, be loud. All that matters is that you're authentic and that you have a pure heart. And that's one thing I know for sure, is that I am good-hearted. I have a good heart and soul. So who cares what people think of my appearance? Who cares what people think of how I speak or what I say? Because you know what? I will never change for anyone. I will always love with an open heart. And I will always be who I truly am. Let's all win together and stop pitting against each other. We are all in this together. If one of us wins, we all win. If one of us survives, we all survive. This is what it's all about. So if you are different, own that. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path.